Hi everyone, this is Sameer Singh Jenny here. Today we are doing the graduation ceremony for our first batch of our executive certification in fintech, open banking, and financial blockchain. We started this journey way back in April 2021, which is almost 5 months back. The actual training, but of course, we started building up this almost a year back, and further back, obviously, it was our sort of vision and thought process, or maybe a dream, I would say, where we wanted to build something which was unique, which is actually applicable to the ecosystem, and which basically accelerate the fintech ecosystem dramatically. The course has been built in such a way that in this course, people will interact with not just us, but they will have also interact with other mentors in the market who are doing something which is great on the ground, but they will come and do one-on-one chats with the entire ecosystem, entire team members here. So that was the idea there, where we wanted everybody else to help us in doing it. We also wanted more collaboration within the group. So we wanted to ensure that the capstone projects are done in such a way that it has a unique impact on the life cycle or on the thought process of the participants. And also when they go out and they do the journey outside, they actually can contribute a lot. I think that was the idea which we had, and I'm so happy that today we are at the end of this whole period, and this 5 months have gone by. I think we didn't realize that the so much of time had gone by. We would have spent almost 23, 22, I don't know how many weekends working through it, and almost we thought that there'll be a lot of digital course, which means that some of them content will be recorded. But I think the interaction was so much that we did almost maybe out of 130 hours, maybe 120, 125, or I don't know, even more than 130 hours also live, right? We don't even know. I think that is the kind of collaboration we all had together. Uh, just to give you a background about our firm, the Digital Fifth, we are primarily, interestingly, yesterday we were talking to someone, somebody was saying that who are the other fintech consulting firms in the country? I had to say nothing because they were trying to acquire somebody. And I said, there's the only one in the market who exists today. So of course, we are not up for acquisition, but I just want to tell you that there are not enough players. We are the largest, obviously, because that's a space of we are occupying, but we are a consulting firm. We work with on the fintech side with banks, NBFCs, large technology firms, even VCs as well. So we work with everyone on the consulting side of banking. So for example, somewhere we say technology as service, so we become a CTO, sometimes we become the co-founders. We have built a lot of entities in the market in the segment. Second is we do tons of partnership. We sort of meet, we have our own ecosystem. When we work with a lot of people on the partnership side, we do tons of trainings. We do short-term courses, long-term courses. This is a long-term course which we are doing. We train in a lot of large organizations right now in the market, and all on and on, right? So we may be the largest trainers in the world on the fintech and open banking and financial blockchain side. Across, we would have trained 4,000 plus people in the country, and maybe many of them outside India as well, because every cohort we have at least 15 to 20% people joining us from outside India as well. And of course, our courses are varied. We do it on generically on fintech, then digital lending, open banking, embedded finance, cybersecurity, financial services, very, very specialized in this segment. And of course, since that we do so much of work on training, there's also a need which came up saying that we do recruitment. So we do recruitment as well, again, focused on fintech and digital finance. That's the largely the segment we are in. In terms of the content and work we've done, we would have done, I mean, I think the each number is actually smaller than what we had few days back. So I think the numbers are incorrect. We would have added more and more on a continuous basis. The last 1 month itself, we would have trained at least 200 to 300 people in just 1 month. So the pace is very increasing. The content quality, obviously, with time, when we go to more and more colleges and more activities, we learn a lot. Corporate side, we've trained a lot of large organizations right now. So largest of the MNC banks and fintechs and bureaus, we have trained everywhere. And of course, certification programs are going to become more and more frequent. This is a group which is passing out. I think this is a great mix of the first group which is just passing out today. Almost 45% of them are from banking perspective. And then financial services and banking together would be almost like 60%. And then there are people joining from fintech side, almost 21% fintech. Consulting is also there. And of course, technology and other segments. So I think we have a larger mix in this time of bankers and seniors. But of course, every time the mix will keep changing. I mean, the next cohort which is getting graded is very different because I think we see a bit more introduction of more technology guys as well. So it varies. But that's the kind of group we are seeing. Also on the profile side, We are looking at entrepreneurs joining us, top management joining us, senior management. So I think it's a good mix, because then you don't have a hierarchy. We learn together and you have different age groups together. So that's what the profile of this current batch, which is passing out now. I think from a program highlights, what are the highlights? Basically, capstone projects. I think we have done very deep today. Even today, when it's last day, they're going to present on specific use case they are building right now. They would have built on the country level of ecosystem. They would have done a session primarily on a fintech itself, and also they have also done a experience of building their own fintech. We've got 30 plus mentors. I think the last cohort was I think 42 or 43. And maybe more. I think we have got massive support from the ecosystem to help. We are also working on placement. I know for sure that I think we started this activity a month back on placement for this batch. Some of them will be getting an offer very soon, but of course we'll work through the batch. And since it's senior management, it's not going to be a what do you say, college placement, because we are not about students. It's one-on-one placement, but we do believe that there's a huge success, amazing amount of support we are getting from the market for hiring from this group, and the feedback was amazing. I was talking to someone yesterday saying how, since they had interviewed 4 of our team members, the feedback was amazing. The knowledge is deep, and we will hire from this batch for sure. And so the another feedback was, I mean, while two of them we may not be able to hire now, but we are trying to find a role for them to get hired, not the other way around. So they're saying we have to figure out a role because they're so good. So I think knowledge-wise, I think we've seen contribution for a lot of participants. The certificate is very well recognized. It is not coming from, it's coming from an industry perspective. So it is co-created by the industry itself. So recognition is huge. We are seeing it getting used for a lot of jobs and roles. And of course, the sessions are always on weekend. This time we had Saturday, Sunday, but going forward, it's always Sunday, and we are going to have full day of Sunday. And that's the process which we have gone through. So this segment is gone through something like 5 months of intense training right now. And course content wise, I think it is about blockchain, AML, that's one segment, bit tech, but setting up a startup, setting up entrepreneurship within the organization, digital payments, open banking, digital lending, digital banking, all the segments we covered, and we went into some of these smaller segments which are there as well, InsurTech, WealthTech, and others. And of course, we took largely an India perspective, but we also went into outside India as well. So that's the kind of width and depth we have gone through. And from a kind of support which we got was, I think I'm so indebted to all the speakers who came on board, and they are from different ecosystems, from India, outside India, from stock management, from many of them are entrepreneurs, and they came back and gave their inputs very openly. I think the best part of this whole activity for us was that people supporting us in this journey from an NPCI perspective, from if you look at entrepreneurship perspective, we have 2 of the senior leaders coming from same organization, helping us in different directions, saying that can we help you, and people like BG Mahesh from Samati, or maybe Mr. Manian, who actually was one of the mentor I had in my earlier in life. He came on board and actually opened the session. So everybody contributed. The leadership has been very supportive of us. So I'm thankful to all of them to sort of guiding us, helping us in this journey. Mahesh Patel, Neelafar, AGR, Ram, everybody supported us. And of course, I'm really thankful to our sponsors as well, who came back and supported us, including Zone, Perfios, and each one of them who actually came on board. Signet was a big supporter as well, and Oddbridge also. So all of them supported us in this journey as such. And of course, the next cohort is going to start very soon. We will be starting on 18th, and you can talk about it, but I'll pause it for a moment right now. We'll go to it later. But I think important right now is that I sort of stop sharing it, and we'll start the session with potentially. Maitri, can you just help us with the ceremony to start itself, so you can share the certificate and we can have each of the joinees. I'm really thankful to all the joinees to come on board. Maybe before we go there, Shrikant, you have been on the sales side and you've sort of driven the whole thing. Maybe your thought process before we proceed further.
Yeah, I mean, so just going through the people who are there and then just trying to recollect the conversations I had, right? I mean, when I think Shrikant Sajjala, the conversation started what last May, June. He called me for some digital lending program, and after that, from there till November, from November to April, since we started, I can see Sumit smiling. He said, "Yeah, acha, mera bhi to wahi tha types, right?" Sudipta, we connected last year, right? The first one-day program we did. uh, of course, Geeti has been all through, right? Every program, and some I did not interact here though. Saurav has interacted. Rishabh was there with us at this point of time, and Sonali, excellent support, right? But yeah, some names where I interacted. I mean, some were like cakewalk. Ganesh just joined. Thanks, Ganesh. We called and he just joined. Rajesh and Babu were the best. I had the conversations, right? Oh God. 4 weeks of intense discussions. I'm sure government formations also weren't so intense as were our conversations. But yeah, Sandeep, Abhijit, fantastic, and the best one was Vivek. Vivek conversation. He said November, yes, I'm in. And since then, when are you starting? When are you starting? I said, I'll come back to you, sir. I'll come back to you. Yeah, it was a good fun. It was good, learnings for me. Uh, I think one question which I'm trying to perfect is that comes to me here. How will this program be useful? As a non-banker, non-technical guy, trying to tell all you professionals how this program will be useful. I think you guys taught me a lot during this journey to answer that question. Hopefully, I should be able to answer it better for the next batches. But yeah, thank you so much. And that's the feedback that goes into fine tuning our content, right? But yeah, thank you so much, yeah, all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Shrikant. Thanks, Shrikant. And I think the entire content was created by the team itself, and I'm so happy that teams actually supported in building the content. I know, remember in February and March, I think the people were spending nights building the content, rebuilding the content, getting rejected, doing campaigns, and all of that, right? I think from a content side, marketing side, I think this was a massive effort. Maitri, Malvika, everybody was running around. Rajan building content overnight and bringing it back. Naman, everybody. So it was a massive effort in those days. And of course, Sonali and Saurabh was running on the sales side and along with Rajan. Now coming to content side, I think the guy who actually built the whole content was largely Shashank. So maybe a quick discussion from Shashank from your side, and then we go into the session itself.
Thanks, Amir. Thanks, everyone. I think it's kind of an amazing feeling that we are getting, that we are coming to an end. But yes, I think when I joined the Digital Fifth, Samir, 2 years back, this was one of the first idea that Samir spoke about, that we need to launch that executive program. So it's almost 2 years that we kept on thinking about it. During this period, we launched various 2 days of the programs like open banking and a couple of more programs. But building that kind of the extensive, what that 130 hours of the programs was not an easy. But last year we made take a decision that okay, we'll go ahead with it. And that's definitely when Samir spoke about like designing that whole of the content structure, like what are the modules gonna be there, what are the topics that we are gonna cover in each of them, and every topic has to be the very relevant. And not only about the topic finalization, like who will be the speakers bringing in between that whole of the process. So that's the journey itself that we were talking about. Then came the content development part of it, and then as we spoke about that whole the team, Rajan, Malvika, Deepak, Naman, everybody started putting an effort, and we kept on reviewing that, looking at that, what are the use cases we can talk about, that what are the details that we can talk about, it what are the different models that we can include. So it has been continuous debate and all these things. But when we started, and every day it's like wherever you know that okay, we have all the schedule chalk out, but every time there is some kind of the changes happen. So if before the start of the session, me Samir will have the continuous discussion. Okay, what are we covering this time? Let's look at the speaker alignment. Everybody's there. Assessment is gonna come. So I think that's really we are gonna miss it. But hopefully that you all have really appreciated that content. So that this was a great part of it. It was amazing that during this whole of that 4 months period, that interacting with you, taking the sessions, and talking about our experience of the learning with you all guys. It was amazing. It was amazing. So thanks, guys, and looking forward to continue to interact with you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shashank. I think you drove the whole piece, right? From end to end side, right? From a content curation, detailing. I think those are the things which I think I had no sort of control on. I have no idea how to do it. But super stuff. I think that is how we built it together. Now let's go to the participants who actually did it, right? Because going through that 130 hours every weekend, getting beaten by the family, spending those maybe sometimes 10 o'clock to maybe 7 o'clock, and all of that is not tough, not just tough, but you have without break, right? So we hardly had those breaks. Even today, I think when we had the break was less than 25 minutes or something in the day. So I think it's a tough journey for you, but important that we pass on the mic back to you, and let's have a understanding of what you have been doing, and maybe a good perspective on what you have learned and thought process. So maybe from each participant, my request is you can actually share your journeys, talk a bit about yourself, and of course it's up to you what you speak about. So over to you. We are live on YouTube, so all goes direct, unfiltered. Over to you, Matthew. Just take over, right?
Sure.
Shall I start now?
Absolutely.
Yes, you can start.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, friends, and thank you, Digital Fifth. I'm Geeti. I head the Enterprise Risk Department for HSBC Singapore. I have been learning with Digital Fifth since early 2020, going through various courses, and now the latest being the Fintech Open Banking and Financial Blockchain course. So my career vision is to be a public banker who can bring in transformation in financial services and help to remove the inequalities in this world through more affordable and accessible products and services. And for that vision to succeed, I think I need an ecosystem around me, as well as the right knowledge and the skills to influence the minds around me, the bankers around me, the fintechs around me, as well as lead some of the transformation projects through my own bank. And in that sense, I find the courses and the knowledge that Digital Fifth brings in through the various mentors, their own faculty with amazing knowledge and breadth about the various business model, and my peers in the classroom. I've learned tremendously in the last 5 months with them, with lots of interesting capstone projects where we built our dream companies, and someday we will make them true, maybe within our organizations or outside. But I would really want to use this time to thank and express my deep appreciation to the Digital Fifth faculty. And I've already signed up for the next course. So thank you so much to all of you and all our mentors who helped us, and all my peer batchmates for your amazing contributions. Thank you.
Thank you, Geeti. Yeah.
Hi, this has been an amazing experience. This is Abhijit Nandi. I'm working with ICICI Bank for the past 6 years, and I wish to learn more about the fintech ecosystem. I wish to thank everyone from Digital Fifth team for giving me this opportunity and this certificate of completion of the course. Also, I would like to thank my postmates who have come studiously every weekend to attend this wonderful course in fintech domain and complete it along with me. I've learned a lot from you. I promise to keep in touch with everyone present today, and I wish to wish the very best for the future endeavors for the whole team. Thank you.
Thanks, Abhijit. You have been one of the most aggressive and sort of pushy guy in the knowledge side, right? Super. Thank you, Abhijit.
So do we have Shrikant?
Yes, he is
Hi
there.
everyone, this is Shrikant Sajjala. I had actually joined Yes Bank on the 1st of April. And the role was to do business development from fintech, startup, and such entities. And therefore, I thought it would be very logical for me to learn the fintech business itself. And this course also started around the same time, 4th of April to be precise. So it has helped me to understand the various ecosystem, that is there in this fintech world, because mostly we are only able to understand about that there is a payment company and there is an e-com company, but there are so many entities which are actually the driving forces behind this, companies like Perfios, and then entities like account aggregators, never heard before. And this course has been which has helped us to understand the various parties to this ecosystem. It has been a wonderful experience, in the learning experience in the last 4 months, and definitely a lot of learnings and a lot of friends which we'll carry forward from here. Thank you so much, Digital Fifth team, to enable this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Srikanth. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anand Shimpi. I'm working with the IndusInd Bank, and I done one course with digital just before the lockdown last year, and I knew that there are different courses. So I was just wondering, like, how can I do all the courses? And then I stumbled upon this executive program. Then I thought it's a wonderful opportunity for me to get into this course and then understand the fintech industry in a big way, in every way. So we all know the bits and pieces of the jigsaw puzzle of this finance and technology, but this course gave me a holistic picture. And who are the players, what are the ingredients, and other things. So this has helped me in a great way to understand all the things in the fintech industry. And it is definitely, when we are going back to work and come across various discussions, we can understand the background and the objectives of all those things. So it has been a wonderful journey in terms of understanding knowledge, and then thanks to Digital Fifth for putting up such a brilliant program, and all the mentors. The capstone project enriched us in a big way. They have given us a fresh perspective, and thanks to all the talented participants. Initially, when I joined in first few sessions, I just thought with so much of a talent, what I'm doing here, I was just thinking, wondering. But it's basically kind of they all help you to learn and grow forward. I hope the one part of our learning is over, and this is a big learning is there. Learning never ends, and I hope I take it forward, this learning to my job and other next endeavors. And thanks to everyone, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon to all. I'm Srinivas. I'm a Senior Vice President and Head of IT Applications in SOAR International Bank. In fact, the Digital Fifth program, the Executive Certification Program on FinTech, Open Banking, Blockchain, it's quite insightful and useful, and do recommend. And thanks to the Digital Fifth team, and especially Samir and then Shashank. The course content, means even on the coverage part, all are in fact quite useful. It's a collaborative environment, and thanks to our mentors and the participants. And I do recommend this program to the new people, basically, who are interested to get into the insights on the fintech or open banking or digital payments and the digital transformations. And myself, actually, I had applied this information as part of the transformational programs that our bank is running currently. And we have successfully completed those programs, means delivering these insights and then applying these practical insights into the program. Thanks to all.
Thank you, Srinivas. I think good to see you applying in the real life. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everybody. It's a wonderful evening or afternoon of what we have gathered together. It's our graduation day with the Digital Fifth. To start with, myself, Babu. No, I work with HDFC Bank, and I have a experience of around 23 years in this banking and financial industry. digital fifth is very new. I could say that no, we have never thought that no, this kind of fintech banking is there in the world. All we know is product, technology, sales, marketing. But this gave us a different dimension altogether in banking space. And we cherish this moment, and we loved learning for this, say, 6 months odd course, and we were eagerly waiting for every Saturdays and Sundays, because it's though no on the hectic period of work, but no, still we enjoy and we learn with the digital fifth. And I thank you for the entire team, especially Samir, Shashank, Shrikant. And one person who drove me to this is Mr. Rajesh TG, who is my close friend. So we all discussed a lot, debated, and finally we chosen that digital fifth. Yes, we are going to go with this. So thank you once again. No, I feel emotional, and we will again join another course probably. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Babu. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon all. My name is Rajesh. I think Babu has briefly introduced me a couple of minutes before. I'm also part of HDC Bank. Well, to take a couple of steps backward, I actually I'm not a banker. I was never a banker. In fact, I did my 3 years diploma and 4 years of engineering. I'm a thorough mechanical engineer. I was just searching for a job where I get paid well. So some of my friends said, "Yaar, bank mein try kar lo, acha paisa milega." That's when I started 15 years before. And life went on. I was growing. Matlab, every year, sales folks, you do well, you do your number. And I was also on the way. I was also very fortunate to work with some of the best mentors. The kind of atmosphere I got, I kept on moving. I kept on progressing. And then after 15 years, I started realizing it that, hey, my dear friend, it's time that I really understand what banking is really all about, because I just went on with the flow. Now it's no more good to be. I can't complete my journey just with the flow. I need to actually become a banker also. Now, with that thought, I started looking for somebody who can actually uh, bring that qualification in me. And then after doing a lot of research, after troubling Shrikant, then we realized that we have actually arrived at the right place. When we started this program initially 5 months before, I'm out of college almost say 15-20 years before. It was so difficult to even conceive the very idea that you have to attend classes from morning 9:30, 10 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock. And Shrikant didn't tell me that Samir is so sweet and he will not even give us the break. Otherwise, probably would have not taken the decision. It was very, very difficult initially, but then trust me, after probably 3 or 4 weeks, it started showing up on everything that we do. And the deep understanding and the deep journey that everybody shared here was phenomenal. At least for me, if you ask me what I was probably 5 months before what I am today, I can happily say that from a superlative sales guy, I am started my journey towards becoming a banker and more association towards a payment industry. I always felt that knowledge is just a potential power, and unless you choose what to do with it, it makes no sense. This 5 months has really helped us to understand what knowledge is and what to do best with the knowledge. I can go on, but then I would like to stop this point saying that I really enjoyed every moment, enjoyed every conversation. I was ignited in this journey of last 5 months. The kind of learning, the kind of teaching, the kind of knowledge that the speakers come with, it is phenomenal. It is like learning with somebody who has an experience of 15-20 years, like say today's session of Samir. He poured out all his 15 years of experience in 60-80 minutes. And trust me, it is not possible for somebody to come and then speak so openly. And I think it happens only in this place. Thank you very much for the Digital Fifth team for creating this amazing atmosphere for learning, and development. And special thanks to all my dear friends, my classmates, and special thanks to Sudipya for asking all the difficult questions, which helped all of us to become better. Thank you.
Thank you. I think this is so genuine, so from your heart. Thank you. Thank you, Rajesh.
Hi, good afternoon, friends. This is Mohit Vashist. I carry more than 13 years of experience, and majority of it from the payment space. I handle merchant acquiring from HDFC. So, being in payments, working with bank and multiple ecosystem partners, I've realized at some point of time that, there are multiple things happening in the industry. There are people coming up with great ideas. There are a lot more difficulties and in terms of technology, in terms of banking to the consumer, and people like NPCI who was working out some innovative models to address them. So that was the point, when I said that I should be knowing what is happening around the industries, and not knowing and basically understanding implications and the impact, how a business model can evolve, how banking can help, and how my job role, which is already I'm working, was can be improved. So yes, got Digital Fifth, spoken to Shashank, Shrikant, and then decided to get into this. And I would say my decision was perfect. It was right. I can see transformation in last 5 months in my own job role, and now I understand industry better. When it comes to business partnership alliances, everything is happening near you, but you have to have that insight to understand the nitty-gritties, and of course how you can utilize for your own growth in your company as well as outside in the market. Thank you, Digital Fifth. It was really great. Thank you all, you my colleagues who are expert. There was so many things to learn out of you, and I think I've learned few things, and will be in touch, to enhance those learnings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohit. Thank you. Thank you.
Next is Prabhu. If we can just switch on his camera.
Am I audible? Can you see me? My camera is switched on. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Myself, Prabhu. I work as a product manager with ICICI Bank. I have around 5 years of experience, some parts of it in payments, some part in credit, some part in agent banking. So it's all scattered in bits and pieces. I was always looking for a course to streamline my understanding and put everything under one channel. In ICICI, when I came here, the name of my team, so I'm in the trade team, and the name of my team is platforms and partnerships. That's where I work in. So if partnership is the segment where I work in, I need to know how to build that. And there is no one thumb rule for partnerships. There is nothing that that I can apply. So I was just searching for this, and then I came across this course. I did a one-day weekend course on open banking. I found it very useful. So then I came across the 4-month executive program where all the modules were being taught. So basically, starting from payments, lending, and then the shorter modules of InsurTech, and then the technology modules like AI, ML, and blockchain. So these modules are structured in such a way that you start from the payments and you end at blockchain. So it gives you an end-to-end understanding of whatever is happening in the BFSI industry. So the learnings that I gained from here have helped me talk effectively with senior management in the bank, have helped me talk effectively with my partners and cross-functional teams inside the bank, may it be compliance, legal, technology, UI, UX, whichever team I'm talking to, I know what I'm talking. I know what they are talking. We can communicate effectively. And that is what a product team does in a bank, very simply put. So yes, this was the right choice. Today, yeah, it's worth it. Thank you, Samir sir. I mean, hearing you is something, I get very inspired by you. I get inspired by Sashank because of his depth in the knowledge, and all the industry speakers who have come are, we have had insightful sessions, and all the participants of Digital Fifth are also, we have had knowledge sharing sessions, and it has been really useful. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. I remember that discussion we had in the initial days, right? So super. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sandeep. I'm a transaction banker and I'm working with ICICI Bank. It has been a wonderful 5-month journey with the Digital Fifth, and I'm really excited to receive this certificate today. Now, being a transaction banker, it's really important for me to really upgrade myself, and I found this course, the right fit to actually learn new technologies, the new financial technologies that exist, and at the same time unlearn the old system of products and spaces that exist. And as I pass out of this course, I really feel so confident, the kind of knowledge that I have acquired. Going back to my domain of transaction banking, I'm very sure, I'm very confident that I'll be able to apply this in my future career to come. And I'm really thankful to the entire Digital Fifth team, Samir, Shashank, Shrikant, to have arranged this course. Wonderful lessons. And the key takeaway from this course has been, the kind of industry leaders that we were, they were invited to take our sessions, the mentorship programs. It was fantastic, and there's so much of learning from here. We learned from the practitioners actually, and this was actually required for us at this point of time. I would also like to thank my co-participants, my teammates, my project team members. I've learned so much from them, and I wish the Digital Fifth and all the team members, all the participants, a very, very best wishes to each one of you, and thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you.
I think we don't have Raghu and Shiva. Saurabh, you can go to Vivek directly.
Good afternoon, everyone. 4 months have already passed by. I'm still pinching myself that we have covered the journey starting 4th of April till 28th of August. I wish it could have gone a bit longer. My name is Vivek. I'm an ex-banker. I work with one of the big fours, Ernst & Young, for the last 11 years now. Typically in the space of digital transformations, strategy, implementations, etc. Work with extensive clients across geographies. I think over a period of time, somewhere I developed this feeling that something is missing. I need to look at maybe some of the other aspects. So I started my search. I had attended one of the courses from Samir, I think from EY itself. So I was always on the lookout, and then touchwood things worked out, and I started this journey in April. I think what this particular 5 months course has given us is a framework to think through, identify that, typically in our day-to-day lives, we run after solutions, but it is equally important that you identify the right problem statement, then you find the logical solution. It has given us a view in terms of what the market landscape is, not only in our geography, which is India, but across the globe, thanks to the various projects which we did. Plus, in terms of the networking which all of us have done across has been amazing. The exchange of ideas between Samir, Shashank, the external speakers, the internal candidates has been amazing. And I still feel the amount of projects which we were made to do, and initially it seemed a pain, But after maybe a couple of them, we realized that through these projects, we are learning a lot, which is that cannot be taken away. That effort which we have put in and will always stay with all of us. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying the USP of this course, if you were to ask me, is Shrikant for convincing all of us to come on board, Samir, Shashank for their tireless efforts in terms of ensuring that we learn. So even if we were flagging off in terms of energy levels, they used to push us. The host of external speakers who came in, who exchanged very candid views, and they did not hold back. They were not diplomatic. They were very clear in terms of what is the reality and pass that on to us. The third and equally most important is the co-participants. And believe me, the amount of learning which I've done from, say, Samir, Shashank, or some of the external speakers, I've learned equally from each and every one of the co-participants here. Because I think we've dealt with the industry best. It's been a great experience. While this journey ends, I'm sure the new journey will begin. And I thanks. I wish everybody on this course all the best. And I would like to take your leave. Thank you all.
Thank you. And Vivek, you have been one of the most active guys in the group, right? Thank you. Thank you, Vivek.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sudhir. I'm with TMFI Management Institute, Manipal. I thank Samir, Shashank, and the entire Digital Fifth team for giving this opportunity and a really wonderful journey defined by experiential learning. But what I mean is experiential learning. So the key elements that I really liked about this journey is basically those three elements. The first one is, of course, the in-depth sessions that Samir and Shashank delivered to us. They really condense all the insights from their experience and delivered in a very interactive session. Followed by, again, the same topic is further refined by the industry experts. Again, in a very interactive session. And the third element is, really putting all this together as a capstone project, and which is really a capstone. It was a bit tough, but then that is really what is the highlight of this entire journey. And I really thank Samir and Shashank for putting all this together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sudhir. Thank you. I think we were always worried that how will we teach a professor, but I think you have guided us, helped us, and super support, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Sumit Malhotra. I work for a company called Goals 101, a fintech from India, but I'm based in Dubai, Middle East. I've been associated with Digital Fifth since last year, did a couple of programs during the first lockdown which happened, and made the most out of it. And that made me, wanted to do a much more deeper dive into certain aspects of fintech. And I was always asking the team that I would love to be a part of a program which goes deeper, into the fintech domain. And I was very happy that the TDF team led by Samir, Shashank, were able to sort of, very meticulously plan a detailed program. It's not easy, to sort of plan a program, and that to teaching working professionals who are already involved in this domain. So kudos to you, Samir, and your team for a sort of very impeccably, creating a program and delivering it. At the same time, it's not easy, for a working professional to sort of go back to school, if I may use this term. It requires a lot of commitment. And I will specially mention that Samir was very motivating, the kind of passion and the kind of commitment which the TDF team, the Digital Fifth team, brings to the table, pushes us more, to sort of give in our best to this program. I've hopefully learned a lot. Thanks to the faculty, thanks to the amazing mentors from the industry who came and shared their views, and not at least to say that all the participants with whom I've interacted as part of our capstone projects made it more meaningful. the late evening chats, the late evening calls, pushing each other, to come on calls. Though I was not, able to contribute a lot, but whatever bit I could, it made it more meaningful. So thank you so much, for this wonderful journey. I'm going to miss this period, these 4 months which have gone, and look forward to, come back again to do some more courses and do a value add to myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sumit. Thank you. I think you have been, again, one of the most active guys in supporting us. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ganesh Nalaude. I've been working in the receivable finance industry for nearly 2 decades now. Have had some experience on setting up some of the operations for a couple of organizations. So why did I join Digital Fifth? Maybe recently I read a caption somewhere and I think it is very much relevant. It said dinosaurs didn't read, now they are extinct. I think that is very much relevant for us. In today's world, if you are not updated with the latest technology, if you are not updated about the knowledge, probably you are also going to become extinct in your workspace. And that's what drove me to join, Digital Fifth. And I must say, like all of the participants have said, this journey, this learning experience has been immensely helpful for me. I would like to say a special thanks to Samir and Shashank. You put in a lot of efforts. I think Samir, you drove me to start writing blogs and small articles. Though I'm not, very up to date on that, but still, you're the one who has motivated me to keep doing it. The best part of this course was, the industry speakers, the knowledge or the value that they gave to us. Apart from that, I would also like to say thanks to all the participants. I think the capstone project during which we interacted with each of them, everyone had to, could impart something to me. So I would like to say thank you to all. We are coming to an end to this journey. I would like to say thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you. Thank you. And I think you're writing good blogs. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everybody. Myself is Partha Sengupta. I'm a banker by professional. I've been a banker for last more than 2 decades. My journey with the Digital Fifth started with their workshop on open banking, and then subsequently I did another workshop on digital lending, and that was my eye opener actually. When it comes to fintech, I always felt that fintech is the future, and but I being a banker, I didn't have any head or tail about what exactly is fintech all about. What is an animal? Yeah. So that's how it started, and then I got into this executive program. And what an experience it is. It is fantastic the way the course has been curated. Everybody spoke about the capstone project, the kind of interaction we had with each other. There is such an immense learning during this entire process. And to be fair, today as I graduate, I must tell you one thing that before I was taking a call on this particular program with Digital Fifth, I was also contemplating with IIM Calcutta at that point of time, the same course. But I'm so happy today as I graduate that this is probably one of the best decisions that I have taken in my life, and I actually pursued this course with Digital Fifth. This is a learning of life for me. And so people who are watching this live, I can only tell you that if you are ready to refuel, re-energize and restart, please join Digital Fifth. Otherwise you'll miss a very significant part in your life. Thank you once again to Samir and the entire Digital Fifth team. Thank you.
Partha, thank you for supporting us. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, we don't have Alex. You can go to Sudipta.
Hi. So today's pretty interesting day because everybody's saying that it's the last day, but actually, if I reflect, I actually feel that today is when I'm actually looking at through all the great stuff that we went in the last 4-5 months. In fact, if I reflect my conversation with Shrikant, I was in two minds whether to enroll for the first batch or the next one coming, because I always kept reading that the first model of car that comes is not really the perfect one, right? So I was thinking, let me take the second one, but then I actually now feel that it's I did a good decision, right, taking up the first cohort. And I'll tell you three main reasons. One, I think the value that you get, right? I mean, in fact, I was comparing the cost of the next available option, right? I was like surprised to see that it's 3 times the cost. And the one that Samir is offering is, I think, of immense cost benefit analysis. The value is great. Number one reason is the connects, the industry speakers who come in, and Samir himself, right? I think the main advantage of he and his team is like, I can pick up the phone anytime and ask, right? If any mentorship, any advice, right? So like I started saying that today, even if it's the last day, I am actually looking at, listening to all the recordings and, because it was all of the sessions were, I think, terrific, right? So I'm really looking forward to my next journey, which is listening to the recordings and seeing where I can actually apply, right? So thanks to Samir and everybody in Digital Fifth, and obviously the colleagues, right? I think all of them are like terrific. In fact, I want to really be in touch with them. In fact, all of them are like specialized in specific niche areas, right? So really looking forward to being in touch with each and every one of you. So thank you so much, Samir, and the team.
Thank you, Sudipta. Again, being very active. I think I just think that within 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, you are not so active. Everybody could figure out, right? So thank you, Sudipta.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sarah, you can go next. Shilpa.
Shilpa, you're on mute.
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. I am Shilpa. I am actually from a completely different background. Let me say right now, we have been hearing so many bankers. So I come from a GST and indirect taxation background, where I'm managing the products over there. And I always have been interested in learning and fintech, because that has been the buzzword now for quite some time. I always wanted to learn something on it. So last year, I think when the lockdown started, and even I had started thinking which is the area or what is the direction that I should be heading towards. So I started exploring some things, and I remember the very first podcast that I had listened was of Digital Fifth. I used to go on morning walks. One of their podcasts used to be there, and that's how I got familiar with the organization, the Digital Fifth. And then subsequently, when I was looking for different courses, so everyone was offering something different. Somebody was giving only design thinking, somebody had blockchain, somebody had this, somebody had that, and then I stumbled upon this, and it was like, okay, God has thought of my he has really answered to my prayers, let me say like that, and put the whole bouquet together beautifully. So even if you look at the way the whole course is structured, it doesn't assume that everybody will know everything. There is a very good way of progressing. So it starts from the basics, and then it is going very depth into some of the specific areas. So the way everything, the course has been arranged has been like a phenomenal, especially for an outsider and a non-banker like me. Though I don't know, still can I say that I understand banking domain well, but yes, the journey will be still on. And of course, Samir has been very when he talks, it's very inspiring to actually listen to him, because it is very what I call bindas way of speaking. Yeah, karo, don't worry, and this is how you have to do it. And Shashank has so much of in-depth knowledge of anything and everything that you're talking about. So these two have been like the biggest mentors, the way anybody can get if you want to go into the fintech area. And the industry experts have been equally inspiring. I'll say that some of them have just come here without even slides, have come and presented their views, and just listening to them was like, oh my God, there are so many things to do, and I have to learn so much still going forward. And of course, the batchmates, I think they also have been like equally, I would say it was fun, more fun. And again, I'm too much emphasizing that I'm not from the banking domain, so I've been like pestering all of them with all my questions. And they have been always been open enough to answer and see to it that I understand, so that I'm able to contribute to the overall project. I think one more thing which I think I got also exposure was presenting our capstone project as a webinar. So while we have been doing capstone projects and presenting it to the team internally, here what we also got an additional opportunity of whatever model we had thought of presenting it to outside world. And in that process we also got it vetted from some of the industry experts. So overall the learning has been immense. And while the course ends now, the actual real journey starts for us going forward. So I think I'll wish everyone in this first cohort a good luck for whatever they are trying to pursue, and hope to see many startups coming up in the future, and we'll proudly say, yay, we are from the first batch of this executive program. And yeah, that's it from me. Thank you the entire Digital Fifth team for putting such a beautiful course together.
Thank you, Shilpa. And I think when you say that everybody is coming together and building it up, I think that's how it is. I think, and I hope some of you will actually end up building the something new in the market as well. So I think, given that you are not from banking background, I think you'll build maybe slightly different way of doing it, and maybe GST, the area you are in, also is very, very powerful. So hope you will make an impact to the ecosystem. Thank you, Shilpa.
Thank you.
Can I request? Just give me.
Yes, I am very much there. Good afternoon, all. I am Hitesh Handa, and I am currently working as a profit center head in Reliance Jio Infocom Limited in MPCG Circle. And I say that I am basically a person from retail, business to consumer, and hardcore distribution background. So while in the month of in January or in February, I was planning to do a program in fintech to upskill myself, and then I think I put an inquiry in the Digital Fifth, and then I know that I have a very long discussion with Mr. Shashank Shikhar at that point of time. And after this 5 months of learning, that now I must say that I have taken a right decision at that point of time. So, being from a non-banking background, I think this program, it is very, it has been designed on a very step-by-step process, on a very scientific basis, starting from the scratch, starting from where the banking has started till all they have and all the other aspects, latest technologies, what exactly is happening in the fintech, it has been covered in this program. So, and I think I have a very good learning from all my program teachers, like Sameer Jenny is there and Mr. Shashank Shekhar is there, from my team members, from industry speakers, and and also the capstone projects which we have done with our team members, with all my colleagues. So I have a very rich, rich experience taken from this session. And I wish that team Digital Fifth, all my peers in this program, a very best of luck in their future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Adesh. Thank you. Thank you.
Saurav, we can move ahead to Ritesh.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ritesh. I work with Deutsche Bank. I head the International Private Banking Group for the Southern region. I've been a banker for over 20 years, but, always I think in the current context, it's always better to keep, abrazed with knowledge, and therefore it's never too late to learn. And that's when one of my peer in the group referred to me if I would be interested, to do this course conducted by Digital Fifth. I think without any blink of an eye, I said yes to Srikanth. And I was, really looking forward for this course to begin from April. And amongst all my colleagues in the bank, I've always told them that, I've been, doing a lot of this weekend online classes keeps me busy, a lot of energy. But more importantly, I think the overall content that is curated by the Digital Fifth team, by Samir, Shashank, it's curated so well with a lot of depth, with a lot of the newest out version. You're able to relate to it when you speak to a lot of peers, when you speak to a lot of bankers in the in the banking space. So it kind of keeps your weekends busy, gets you to read in terms of what's happening in the fintech, in the banking ecosystem, the jargon which everybody kind of talks about. So I think this course is highly recommended for a lot of financial banking professionals, the tech professionals who are probably building another fintech in the ecosystem. The kind of mentors that this institute brings, the kind of experience that they bring to us, for us, is so inquisitive. It kind of opens up a plethora of a lot of knowledge for us. So it's I would highly recommend this for people who are watching this live version. So thank you, Samir, Shashank, Shrikant, and continue to keep this good work going. I think I'm sure you will bring in a lot of new certification programs in the future, because I think this planet of fintech and open banking is constantly evolving. So we will always be on the radar to see what's up next. And all the very best to the future. All the very best to all my peers who are all in their current journeys and also in the future journeys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritesh. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, hi. So this is Swapnil. Good afternoon, all. I am working as a project manager at one of the lending product firm called Lentra, which is based out of Pune. So it's been an amazing 5 months journey, starting from April till end of the August, and working in the lending product firm for last 4 to 5 years. Having understood lending for as a segment pretty well, I wanted to have a holistic understanding of the fintech ecosystem. And the choice to enroll in this specific course was pretty much simple, because I had already attended one of the lending workshop last year. That was a 2 days workshop, and having satisfied with that course, actually the choice was very simple. So reflecting on the course, it's a good blend of theoretical as well as practical learning. On the theoretical aspect, the content is awesome, and on the practical aspect, there are 2 important points that I would like to highlight. One is the industry speakers that came during our lectures, who have given us a good understanding and the realistic picture of what is happening on the ground, because they have been working on the ground and they have good insights about it. And the second one is a capstone project, which helped us applying the understanding or the understanding that we have got during this course. So I would recommend this course to anyone who wants to enhance their understanding of overall fintech ecosystem, as well as someone who's curious to learn more. So thank you, Digital Fifth team, for this awesome program. Thank you.
Thank you, Zapril. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So this is Sandeep. I have been a transaction banker for last decade now, 10 years with ICICI, IndusInd, and Yes Bank. Today morning, I told Sandeep that Samir, that I'm traveling and will not be able to join. But this part, I could not miss it for the world. So I had to join this. So again, I had done the course from Digital Fifth, one day session on open banking. So that is how I got to know them. And obviously, it was a very wonderful, insightful course. And then we all, in my work, I deal with a lot of fintech. So Digital Fifth brand in that sense was known to me. And we had all seen this fintech landscape created by Digital Fifth. So there was always a to-do list for me that I need to learn and read as much about all these companies, all these segments, what are they, what they do. And but it was always a to-do list, and to find a time separately to do this was never coming. So one day I got a call from Shrikant, and I was on the sideline whether to join, not join. But Shrikant somehow convinced me that I should go for this course, and I must say that this has been the one of the best decisions in my life. So it's just not about it's obviously about the course, but it's also about, I think it's a start of a journey, in the sense it again started this uh, learning journey for me, and that has just started with this. It takes a lot of inspiration, right? So because you see all your counterparts, people with 15-year, 20-year experience, and putting in so much effort, learning, coming over here, doing so much, putting so much time in capstone projects. So that is a very inspirational thing. And on Samir, I would say that again, one of the point for me, which was that a long 10-hour daily or a weekly course, right? How we'll be able to sustain this over a 5-month period. But I must say, Mother, we got used to Samir's voice, and the way he took the sessions with so much of energy each and every time, even on dry subjects, right? Yeah. So, and the third part is obviously the industry peers, industry mentors which came in, and not just from one segment, right? So we had industry mentors who were from the investing community. We had people who were entrepreneurs. We had people who were providing tech solutions. So we had the entire 360-degree view. And last and not the least is the my batch fellow participants. Awesome group of guys, and their energy, their point of view, learned a lot. So thank you so much, and I hope that I'll be in touch with you guys in some capacity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for joining us. I think I was thinking that we'll miss you. And I was just thinking that we will miss you because you wrote it. I said, boss, yeah, Anira. But good that you joined. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Shishir. I work with Yes Bank from the technology side, working with Yes Bank since 11 years. I had the data platforms, the customer communication engagement platforms, and lead multiple digital transformation projects. Honestly, to tell you, I felt being in a bank for like last 11 plus years, I felt I knew banking well, I knew technology well, and fintechs also, since I have been associated with fintech collaborations and integrations. The whole point of me, taking this course was to have a outside view of this ecosystem than my current organization. And I actually felt that we would have an overview of all these different areas, large areas, and as we go along the course. But I was very pleasantly surprised on the depth of each topic that was covered, how the course was designed so that they take you from the simpler concept and lead you through the learning curve to the more complex aspect. The industry leaders and the achievers who come and take the sessions was a different way or different perspective that it gives you, not more than much more than learning the stuff itself. Samir and Shashank, you not only have huge knowledge with you, but your experience all together, along with your passion of contributing to the ecosystem, is what keeps all of us pushing. Talking about the cohort mates, it was a great learning. A lot of the questions that which I could not think of were being covered by these esteemed participants. So it gives a very holistic picture, right? And looking back now, I feel taking this course has given me a very different perspective, very broad or very a good idea of the overall ecosystem. And I would highly recommend this course for anybody who is passionate about financial technologies, banking, and fintechs, etc. And most recommended for anyone who is in BFSI industry, either from the business side, sales side, and especially technology side, they should really take this course so that you have a very good understanding of any area. This course has already started helping me in my current work, and as they say, learning never stops, should not stop. And for me, I have got a good partner, learning partner in Digital Fifth, Samir and Shashank. I look forward for more courses from Digital Fifth, not only to take the course, and I would be very glad if I can contribute also in some way. So thanks a lot, Digital Fifth, for this wonderful content, wonderful course, and the way this whole course is conducted. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shishir, and thank you for that support. Right, I think I'll definitely reach out to you. I know a session is missing. We'll plan it for a larger cohort differently. We'll do that. Thank you. Thank you, Shishir.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am Rashmi, and I have an experience of over 11 years in NBFC and financial inclusion space. On joining this course, actually, I should thank my boss, with whom I was actually contemplating and discussing that I should take up such one course where I know it would actually enhance my learning, upskill my learning. He actually took an effort of browsing this course and investigating about it and actually enrolling me for this course. So actually on this day of graduation, I want to thank him actually, and thanks to the entire Digital Fifth team, because we are so much engrossed in our daily office work of daily projects. This actually opens up a Pandora of learning, with lots of new marketscape, new trends happening, the industry speakers, and different verticals of payment segments, like verticals like payments, lendings, which we are only restricted to our verticals or our domain. So this and while doing so, it also pushes you to learn more, browse more subjects. So this has been completely enriching experience, I would say, for me. Thanks to Samir, Shashank for the course, the content wise, it was very nice. And I would like also to mention Shrikant sir for actually mentoring us for the Capstone project. This has been we got to see him other side of it. So yeah, it was very nice. 5 months, this has been an amazing journey. While I had joined as a project lead for an NBFC while I was working, and I have graduated and I've been joined to a major consultancy firm as Deloitte. So definitely this has given me a lot of learning, confidence. So thank you. Yeah.
Did we lose you for a second, or only I lost?
No, I think she's completed it. Thanks, Rashmi. I think, yeah, you said it right. We should thank Drumil for it, right? I should mention his name. He reached out to me.
Yeah, thank you.
And congratulations for your new role. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. This I totally owe it to the Digital Fifth, because it has given me so much of confidence, and it does reflect in your communication and your solutioning as well. So yeah, thank you to the entire team. To you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we don't have song now. We can go to Anand.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anand Parashar. Hope I'm audible.
Yes.
So I'm Anand Parashar. I'm part of Limon Huddle team. I'm heading partnership vertical there. So when I start, I should say there is very less left when you are put at the last of the row. When the canvas is already been viewed, I need to thread off and unweave some thread from the stories and take out some and of sentences from the top guys who have already covered that. So my story, I'll tell you my story. It was not like putting garnishing on the cake or decorating existing knowledge or existing kind of setup, putting top up on that. My decision was to take a U-turn or take a Y-turn, you would say, I need to define a new path. Decision was more tougher to take. It was not a course for me. It was not 4 months or 6 months or some amount of money for me. I need to define a new career path, new career journey. It was transforming myself to a new shape of myself. Or that I normally we normally say unlearn, relearn, kind of HR jargons are there, but it is not that easy to unlearn the things which you have learned in decades of your career. I'm totally telecom marketing and GTM guy. I've good amount of exposure in solutioning, designing products, UI, UX, all those kinds of stuff, which are consumer and marketing a part of it. But the relationship between me and finance is only salary. So my relationship with finance is only my limited to the salary. The whole new box of jargons, new way of doing things, new interactions, new technologies, new everything, every aspect of things were I was entering into a new life. Like in Hindi we say Duj. After Janeo we said it's your Duj, your new incarnation, a new birth is there, and you are new to behave with a new guy. And then I had a good amount of discussion with Samir, and thanks for his mentorship. Is very wonderful, in depth in kind of mentoring. Is categorically said, I can't transform you in a day or two. It will be a synchronized journey between your efforts and my efforts. I may be 60, 40, 30, or you have to be 100%. While superimposing part might be my part, maybe 40, 60, may very to a kind of mine import. So digital is from 0 to 1. What I feel, I have reached to the level of 1, and the journey is yet to cover a lot. And in the thanking bucket, I'll definitely say the pedagogy of the digital fifth. It should not be pedagogy, because pedagogy is related to education. The experience designed by the digital fifth team is awesome. The kind of dishes on their platter is wonderfully designed and very ponderly think through by the team, and definitely taken incorporated input from the industries. And the guys, very selective guys from the industries, very relevant guys from the topic experts are coming to the interaction point. And the beautiful part is the cohort, the project one, wherein we create a networking. So there's a phenomenal, there's a thread difference. It's a little difference between creating a network and creating a consulting group. Once you add some person in your group, it is networking only. Hi, hello. When you are able to create some impact, or when you are able to add value to that ecosystem, to that guy, that is consulting. So we should aim to reaching to that point that the guy should be able to consult him whenever it comes to the feedback for him, feedback taken from him, or any kind of seeing. He should be able to see you, working with you, and come back to you for consulting, for taking input. That kind of value, I think I have added to me to some extent, which is still it is my part of it. And the third part is going to the internet live, which is webinar part. And with our wonderful group, and the group itself has different variety of knowledge. And Shilpa already told, she is in from GST, Raghu, who is consultant, Sandeep, and Partha, and Hardesh, who is from the retail part of it. And not only limited to that, we have already or borrowed some knowledge from the outside industry, calling of some expert and MD of some companies, and to give it a more realistic view to our model. And the fourth and the last part of it, every guy, every person, every contributor in this group has good amount of expertise, good amount of knowledge. And everyone was acting like a node of blockchain, and mining back for the knowledge contribution. That way, I take this course forward, and definitely I'm committing myself to contribute back to the ecosystem. Thanks, the Digital Fit team and all the parts.
Thank you, Anand. You have been one of the most, I think you have learned the fastest. The kind of blogs you have done, the kind of communication you've done is fabulous. I think much better than I would have done as well, right? So super stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Anand. Thank you. Yeah, Maitri.
Yeah, so we are done.
Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining us for the event. I think what we will also do a bit of it is that I'll basically summarize it because some of you may be joining us now. I'll just try to summarize what we had. It was a graduation ceremony for us today. And this is the first batch which has just got passed out. And we have here, I mean, overall the batch size was 45 plus. And today 30 of them passed out, and of course others also passing out. It's just that on this last day they were there together with us. We had almost 5 months of activity together, and I'm thankful to Oddbridge, Zigzoo, Signet, Zone, and Perfeos for supporting us this journey. And from I'm actually thankful to batch one because I think trusting a brand which is unknown is difficult, but thank you for supporting us because we were head on against the top brands in the market, and good for you to support us. Thank you for that. And just maybe a quick summary of what we said. We did do consulting, partnership, training, and recruitment in fintech. That's all we do. We are not outside this domain. Training is our forte, so we will do more and more courses. And for example, embedded finance is coming next, and more. We will also take your feedback to create more content, more relevant activities. And we've been there for 4 years, so we learn from the market as well. So we'll create some new content all the time. In terms of the batch, as I said, this batch is very powerful. And in terms of the feedback we are getting from the market has been very positive. Many of them are already on the verge of taking up new roles or maybe planning for it. So this batch, and of course this batch, some of them are looking for, not everybody. So I think I'm not saying that please hunt for them and identify them, but some of them are looking for a role. If somebody is looking at it, we can always have a chat. This batch is very powerful, and from an interview perspective, I know where our 4 guys went, they're actually saying everybody's good. We just have roles for 2, but others we are trying to still figure out. So I think the market is looking at this batch very positively. And the levels of participation is also unique, right? So you have from different backgrounds as well as different levels, which is useful in learning. As we said, the power of this training is finally mentors coming from outside as well as the participants. They co-create something which is unique. We basically only administer or maintain it, but I think largely the energy comes from the ecosystem. People who come to us and help us in running it, and the next cohort is also going to be on the same pattern. In terms of course and content, as I said, fintech, we will go into high level, we'll go into digital lending as deep as we can, digital banking, startup segments like a wealth tech, HR tech, we go into each areas and we'll try to cover it. Idea is to make you ready for entrepreneurship as well as intrapreneurship. Idea is not that you should quit and leave and build it. Idea is that within your organization, can you do something unique as well? And of course, the kind of support we've got from anyone, all of them, right? So all of them came in the session, took sessions, and be very honest, I think they have been doing it honorary. They are helping us in the market. Each one of them, who have very limited time, came across on the weekend and guided us from top management in the banking world, in a fintech world, in the VC world, technology world, bureau world. I think I'm really thankful to each one of them for supporting us in this journey. And this is a big list. As I said, we always said 30 plus, but I think last count, I think we had 40, 42. And we realized that in our tracker, we have missed many because we kept on adding and saying, can we get him? Can we get him? And we had larger list. And of course, the next cohort, maybe Shrikant, you want to quickly speak about a minute and then we continue?
Yeah, so we are coming up with the next cohort, taking a lot of feedback from the current, participants. We are making it much more powerful, impactful. Yeah, okay. Okay, I didn't realize my video was off. So okay, so the next cohort starts on 19th of September. That's our plan. We already have the speakers lined up. Going with from the current experience, we've seen that speakers also matter. So we've already some speakers lined up. All Sundays, 130 hours of learning is what again we are bringing forward to the next batch. 100 hours of live content. The rest is pre-recorded and pre-read material. So anybody interested, please do reach out to me. Happy to interact and then share the knowledge with you all, guys. Thank you. Sami, you there?
Sorry. Hopefully, if anybody is looking at hiring from this batch as well, please reach out to us.
Yeah.
You can reach out to Shrikant as well, and or be in any one of them if you're looking for hiring, and we will sort of help you in aligning those meetings as well. So with this, and maybe before we close, maybe a good round of hands. If you can, we can be all on the same page. Let's take a selfie together, or at least talk together before we get off the session and continue with the capstone project. Do you want to make, I don't know what sign you want to keep your head on. I don't know what I will put, but yeah. Mohit, Sudhir, Vivek.